And we are back. Yes, we're back. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing weekend so far. I have some video clips and stories to show you guys that are going to leave you absolutely speechless and scratching your head. However, I also have some clips of these woke SJWs getting completely owned by Tucker Carlson, by the police, by parents, and it's absolutely glorious. So stick with me. We got a lot to unpack here. Before I do, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Become a part of the greatest community on the YouTubes. If you like the video, leave it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let's just dive right in. Like I said, we got a lot to unpack. So we're going to start with the story of Micaiah. I think it's Micaiah Bryant. I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard the story by now. It's the 16-year-old knife-wielding person and the knife-wielding girl, 16-year-old, Columbus, Ohio. Police officer rolled up onto the scene, saw her about to stab another young girl, and was shot by the police. All right. There's been so much misinformation, just BS and myths coming out about this. And it's really crazy because at first I thought it was okay. These younger people, these TikTokers, they don't know what they're talking about. They're clueless. Their parents probably get the CNN or MSNBC playing in the background, so that's all they know. Well, no. It's not just that. It's adults on TV. Juan Williams, Joy Behar. Unbelievable. So we're going to start with this genius TikToker. Let's see what she's got to say about this.
So a 15-year-old black child calls police because she feels like her life is in danger because there is multiple women trying to jump her at her home. You arrive there and she has a knife. She has a weapon because she feels that her life is in danger. So you get out the car and say, hey, stop that, and then shoot her 4 times, point blank range, and then still have the gun aimed at her like she's going to jump up at you and hurt you. You then in your statement said that she had charged at you and you felt your life was threatened, but she didn't even charge at you. And the fact of the matter is, you should have never shot that girl. So, where's all my people in Ohio? Because we're going to raise this shit up like we did for George Floyd, because this is one of our own. This is in our hometown. Because I guarantee if that was one of my kids, if that was one of my sons, I'd burn this whole motherfucking city up. Please make it make sense, please.
The level of ignorance and stupidity and just completely misinformed human being here it's just off the charts. Off the charts. Sad. It's sad. It's sad. The whole thing was a tragedy. I mean, don't get me wrong. When the ending is ever that, when somebody gets killed by police or anyone else, it's a tragedy no matter what. But for someone like this to be that ignorant, just to have. But listen, I'm talking about this TikToker here. Juan Williams and Joy Behar are much smarter. The beauty of it is we're going to watch the police and we're going to watch Tucker Carlson wreck their narrative. All right, moving right along. We're going to stick with this for a little bit. Moving right along. Okay, we have a school teacher here that must be somehow related to Chuck Norris in some way. Check this out.
In my role as a teacher with absolutely no formal combat training, I have removed knives from the hands of 3 students, all of them who had the intent to use the knives at the time, none of whom are dead. So try again.
Yeah. I got a pretty good idea that the situations weren't even similarly close in any way, shape, or form with this lady, but nice try, nice try. And once again, another very ill-informed TikToker coming out and saying something they have no idea about.
The shooting of Micaiah Bryant was literally payback because of Derek getting charged.
Did you hear that? Did you hear how ignorant this kid is?
The shooting of Micaiah Bryant was literally payback because of Derek getting charged.
That's the problem with this country today, is these young people today, they and I bet these people really believe that in their head. Sad, so sad. And then these people will do anything they can to try to make the police look bad, to try to make the person look good. This is crazy. So what do we have here? A Rutgers University associate professor of, this is a big shocker, of gender and Africana studies argued Thursday that Ma'Khia Bryant is being adultified because she was a big girl. I'm not really understanding what that means. She's being adultified because she's a big girl, huh? Well, I guess maybe you speak better on the subject than me. I don't know. Moving right along. And then we've got this tweet by Bree Newsom, who's just not a good human being. It's just a race baiting, not a good human being here. So let's check this tweet out by Bree Newsom. Teenagers have been fighting, including fights involving knives, for eons. We do not need police to address these situations by showing up to the scene and using a weapon against one of the teenagers. Y'all need help. I mean that sincerely. Okay, what's this news story right here from April 20th? Cincinnati police charged 13-year-old girl in stabbing death of another girl. 13. Crickets from Bree Newsom on that one, huh? Interesting. All right. Juan Williams from The Five on Fox News. Just sometimes I think he's being paid to say what he says, because if I don't justify that in my head, then he is probably one of the stupidest human beings to ever walk the planet. So check out what Juan Williams said when asked what he would, what he thinks about this situation. Now, quotes, it says up here, I guess I would shoot the gun, not necessarily at someone, maybe shoot the gun and maybe run at the person trying to disarm them. What? Let's listen to what Juan has to say.
Well, I guess I would shoot the gun, not necessarily at somebody, but maybe shoot the gun and maybe, run at the person and try to disarm them. I don't know. I mean,
so wait. You would shoot the gun in the air like a warning shot?
Hopefully to distract or to try to stall or something, so I could or my partner could get the knife away. I see is what I was saying. Well, I don't know. I mean, taking someone's life is pretty strong. I don't either.
All right, and here is possibly the one person on television that might be stupider than Juan Williams. Listen to this.
That the cop had no choice or something to that effect. And my feeling is, I don't know if that's true or not. I really can't figure it out anymore. I mean, it seems to me in a situation.
All right, let me just say this real quick. Anybody that has any kind of logical thinking, any common sense, any kind, just a regular, it doesn't have to be political. It doesn't have to be one side or the other. You hate police, you like the police. If you're a common sense, just a logical person, when you see that video, 100% that there was absolutely zero option for the police officer to do what he did unless that other girl was going to get stabbed and possibly killed. That was it. Either he shoots or the other girl gets stabbed. That's it. Police officers are there to protect and serve. He took an oath to protect people like that girl that was about to be stabbed. So he had zero choice. He did. He had two choices. Shoot her and eliminate the threat, or let the other girl get stabbed, in which if the other girl got stabbed, he would have been demonized anyway. And Joy Behar says, regardless of what happened, it's still the cause. Just listen to the end of this. This is crazy.
Situation. This is what it looked like to me, and I've looked at the tape, and I still can't figure it out. Shoot the gun in the air as a warning. Tase a person. Shoot them in the leg. Shoot them in the behind. Stop them somehow. But if the only solution is to kill a teenager, there's something wrong with this. There's something very, very wrong with the way these things are being conducted. Even if the cop had to do it, there's something wrong with it. I can't.
So even if the cop had to do it, there's something wrong with it. So the police officers out there, if you're watching this, if you're a police officer, please, please, please just resign. Just go. These people don't want you. They're going to demonize you whether you do right or wrong. I don't know what else to say. I support you guys. I back you guys, the good ones. Like, I know there's some... I don't want to get into that whole mess. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I apologize for getting a little off course. However, when you hear people like Joy Behar and Juan Williams saying things like this, do you know who they're echoing? They're echoing the same sentiments from the commander-in-chief, former Vice President Joe. He said the same thing. Shoot him in the leg. Shoot a warning shot in the air with your shotgun. And then he came out right after this happened with Ma'Khia Bryant, and he had Jen Psaki read a statement demonizing police again. You guys can't win. These people. I don't know why Joy Behar or Juan Williams would open their mouth on this when they're the two least, besides these TikTokers, they're the two least qualified people to speak on the matter. All right, I'm getting heated. Let's move along. Okay, so this next one, I made a video about this a few days ago. This absolute piece of human garbage, LeBron James, put out a tweet the following day after the Ma'Khia Bryant shooting, put out a tweet with the police officer's picture, showing a picture of the police officer with the words, "You're next," with an hourglass and the hashtag accountability. What a... So I made a video all about that. I'll link it till the end of this one. So, looks like the police officer got one over here on Queen James. Check this out. I love this. This is good for her.
LeBron! LeBron! This is damn ridiculous. LeBron! Where the hell is he? I've been waiting for a long time for him to come tell me how to do my job. I even cleared my seat out for him for his ride-along. You know? We have people to protect from getting stabbed in the fucking face. And he's lollygagging somewhere, probably shooting free throws. By the way, man, you really need to work on your stance. It's really not working out for you. Oh, was that stupid? Oh, is it stupid for me to tell you how to do your profession? Yeah, well, it's just as stupid for you to tell us how to do ours.
Got him! Got him! Oh! Whoa!
Good for her. I hope LeBron sees that. Now, we got another own. These police officers. Check this out.
Oh, y'all gonna kill me like Ma'Khia Bryant? Fuck.
Are you gonna stab somebody like her?
No,
Okay.
she called y'all for help. Fuck is you talking about? Get your goofy ass. I can't. And you just said that on camera. This shit going viral. This. Oh, y'all Bryant? Fuck.
Are you gonna stab somebody like her?
No.
Got him. Oh, let's watch that again. Ooh. Oh, kid tried to get wise with the cops and got owned.
Oh, y'all gonna kill me like Ma'Khia Bryant? Fuck.
Are you gonna stab somebody like her?
No, she called y'all for help. Fuck is you talking about? Get your goofy ass. I can't. And you just said that on camera. This shit going viral. This. Oh, y'all.
Cops like, that's fine. I don't care if it's going viral. So the kid thought he was all slick. Once he got owned, he had nothing else to say except let's throw insults, because that's what these people do. These people on the left, they try to say something once they realize they don't have a foot to stand on. They said something completely stupid. Then they just throw insults. They just throw insults. So there you have it. Not surprising. All right, up next, Tucker Carlson has the best own on this whole situation. I saw this and I could not stop laughing. Now I got to do a couple things here. First of all, I got to put a blurry square over up in the corner because it actually shows what's going on. And Guys, unfortunately, like, if you've seen several of my videos, you know that about a week and a half ago, I had a video clip of someone dressed in an Easter Bunny costume getting in a fist fight, and that they took my video down and gave me a strike. So, and it was just an Easter Bunny kind of fight. It wasn't even brutal or anything. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. So I'm trying to do the best I can here. So I'm blurring out the top where it shows the recreation, which I'm sure all of it, not the recreation, the actual what happened, which I'm sure all you guys have seen a million times. All right, and then, so what Tucker says, all right, let's just check this out. I'll explain as we go. All right, here we go, Tucker.
So it doesn't matter who you voted for or what your views of modern America are. You don't need to guess watching that tape what was happening. If you listen carefully, you can hear someone say it. I'm going to stab the F out of you. And there's no question she was going to do that. Her hand was in the air. The knife was heading into the downstroke. The other girl was just an instant from being stabbed. So if the cop wanted to save that girl, he had to shoot, and he did. Now, we're not crime scene investigators, but that was our conclusion after watching it several times. Kara Nikita of the Black Liberation Movement of Central Ohio had a very different take, and honestly, it's possible she has more experience with these things. As she told the Washington Post, quote, as soon as the officer got out of the car, he had the gun ready to shoot somebody. Law enforcement and city officials are rushing to make excuses because she had a knife. Those excuses are not valid to me. So know this, America. Those excuses are not valid to Kara Nikita, or indeed the entire Black Liberation Movement in Central Ohio. Those excuses being one person stabbing another person to death in front of the police. Kara Nikita knows exactly how an able police department would handle a situation like that. It's hard. You just do this. Why? Kara Nikita knows exactly how an able police department would handle a situation like that. It's not hard. You just do this. Watch. Wake up, America's law enforcement. If Bruce Lee can do that in one of his finest feature films, there's no reason that police officers in Columbus, Ohio can't do the same thing. Yes, there was an attempted murder in progress, and that's common in kung fu movies, but it doesn't mean you need to use firearms. Using a gun to save a life is not affirming. It's not equity, even if the girl the cop saved was also an African American. If that police officer had read Ibram X. Kendi, he'd been trained in the principles of anti-racism, and he would have produced a pair of soft foam nunchucks and disarmed the assailant, or just let the girl.
Oh, man, Tucker. All right, listen, I kind of had to chop that up a little bit, and I apologize. The reason being, so Tucker's giving the monologue, and he says, watch. And all of a sudden, a Bruce Lee movie comes on, and Bruce Lee kicks the knife out of the guy's head like that. And when I first saw that the other day, I could not stop laughing. So I tried to break it up where I don't want YouTube to take you down and give me another strike. Obviously, if the Easter Bunny, someone dressed as an Easter Bunny costume, throwing hands with somebody's considered violence. A Bruce Lee movie, I don't know. Anyway, you guys get the picture. That whole monologue by Tucker, it was like it went on for 15 or 20 minutes, and he was spot on. Listen, he was spot on. He wasn't like Juan Williams. He wasn't like Joy Behar. He wasn't like any other of these knuckleheads. This was your option. But then he made it a little bit of a parody and said, well, or you could do like Bruce Lee. It was classic. All right. Let's move right along. We're getting away from that stuff now. The whole Ma'Khia Bryant and police. Let's get away from that. This is probably the funniest TikTok video clip I have ever seen. This mother in the background. First of all, I kind of blame her for letting her child get to this point, but she has had it. Like I said, how could she let it get this far?
You legally have to give me a month.
No, I don't, because you haven't paid one brown penny.
I'm not obligated to, and I can't afford to.
Guess what? Doesn't matter.
You can't just tell me I have 2 weeks to find somewhere!
You've had over a month. And
no, I haven't!
Look, you have done nothing but dig your heels in and try and make me feel bad about your...
No, I it. I've been trying to educate you.
No, your education is brainwashing.
No, it's not. You just won't listen to me.
No, I'm not going to listen to this crap. Now you talk.
I have schizophrenia.
I don't care what you have. I don't. It doesn't mean we live in squalor. And it doesn't mean you're a bully.
I'm not even a bully. You literally detonate me, misgender me, and tell me that, like, legally have.
He's an angry elf.
I thought I'd seen and heard it all, but when a child starts telling their parent that they're dead naming them and misgender, that's when you've heard it all. We've heard it all. This interesting screenshot from CNN pretty much says everything about how the general public that watches mainstream media is being brainwashed and gaslit. Antifa leftist movement seeks peace through. Antifa leftist movement seeks peace through violence. What? Okay. Listen, they said it, not me. All right, this video clip is great. We've got a bunch of SJW, woke, whatever. I don't know what you want to call them. So they're pushing wheelbarrows full of cow. There's literally cow poop in these wheelbarrows. They're pushing it down the street in front of the White House. They dump it over in front of the White House. So, okay, they're woke SJWs left. All right, so you figure they'd be cheering for Biden, crucifying Trump. Nope. If you look at the signs, Joe Biden sucks. We want Trump. The earth needs Trump. Biden is poop. And they're cheering for Trump. They're cheering for Trump. Oh, how great is that? It gives you a little faith that some of these people are waking up. What the? All right, moving right along. All right, this next story is actually from a school, Madison Metropolitan School District. You received this message yesterday afternoon, but one of the Zoom links has been updated. Please see below for updated link. Zoom link for parents of color. Zoom link for white parents.
It's
so far as I know, this is completely illegal, right? In the Civil Rights Act, you can't do this? All right, moving right along. Let's jump into the last story and I'll wrap this up. I'm sure everybody's heard by now that the dumpster fire that is California, their governor, Gavin Newsom, has been recalled. Well, they're signing petitions for a recall, which they've got millions and millions of signatures. Well, I'm not exactly sure how many millions, a couple million maybe, signatures to recall Gavin Newsom. And it looks like they're going to succeed in recalling him, which they should. He's single-handedly destroyed California, him and Garcetti, the mayor of LA. So we have a new up-and-coming politician running for governor of California. None other than Caitlyn Jenner. Listen, I don't know. Like, I mean, Caitlyn Jenner be running as a Republican. I don't really care. I don't live in California. For you guys that do live in California, I'm sorry that you guys have to deal with this nonsense. Can Caitlyn, I don't even know what to call it. Can Caitlyn, I don't want to dead name or misgender. So Caitlyn be any worse, really, than Dictator Newsom? Could it really get any worse? I don't think so. So all I got to say is, let's give it a shot. It can't get much worse much worse than Newsom. So best of luck, Caitlyn Jenner. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Like I said, if you like the video, leave me a thumbs up. If you haven't joined the greatest community on the YouTubes, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think of this madness in the comments. And the world's gone crazy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Peace.